We are ready to get started today. All right, you're gonna need a couple sets of weights. You can do it all with one set if that's what you have, or you can have a lighter and a heavier set, whatever weight is appropriate for you, and a mat to work on. That's all you're gonna need today. We're gonna go ahead and get started with a gentle warm up. So feet about hip width apart. You're gonna start with just some nice arm swings. Just kind of loosening everything up, keeping your feet still, letting your upper body twist. Just make sure everything's ready. If that's feeling good, you can go ahead and start lifting your heel and turning a little bit more, going a little bit faster, a little bit further. Maybe let your arms fly out a little bit higher. Really get going. Just a couple more here. And then you're going to bring everything back to stillness and move on to your arm circles. Nice big arm circles forward. And then backward. And then just throw your arms in and out a couple times. Really make sure your shoulders and back are good and woken up. From there, we're going to move on down to our elbows. So some nice elbow circles in one direction. And then the other direction. And then wrist circles. You're doing figure eights here, so you're getting both directions at the same time. And then just kind of squeeze your fingers in and out a few times. Make sure your hands are woken up too. Holding on to those dumbbells, you want to make sure that your fingers and wrists are also good and awake. All right, from here, we're going to move on to our lower body. So bring those feet out just a little bit wider, maybe a shoulder width apart. And then some nice big circles with your hips as well. And then go the other direction. And then moving on to your knees. Bring those feet back in, bring them all the way as close together as you can get them. You're just gonna bop your knees forward and back. And then if your knees are feeling okay, go ahead and add some circles in one direction. If the circles don't feel good, stick with the forward and back. If your circles, go the other way. And then finishing off with our ankles. So hold on to a chair, works for you. You're gonna pick up one foot and just turn it slowly in circles in one direction. And then in the other direction. And then switch feet. And go the other direction. Beautiful. And then give everything a good wiggle. Just check in, look for any spots that are maybe a little tight. If you have any, you're gonna just keep an eye on them, modify as needed. If anything is pinching or sharp and stabbing pain, then you might have to adjust your range of motion or even substitute in altogether. And if you're feeling good and you're ready to go, then go ahead and grab your dumbbells. We're going to start with a lunge plus a crossover. Now, I'm actually going to go with fairly lightweight for this one, because while I can go heavy for the lunge, the crossover is a little harder. Just going to step right out. And then for the crossover, I'm lifting it across and up. And then I go to the other side, lunge, and then across and up. We've got 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Turn this way so you can see my lunges a little bit better. So I'm just stepping out and then coming back in and lifting up and across. Nice and steady. Lunge to whatever is a good height for you. If you can lunge super deep and your knees will cooperate with that, absolutely go for it. If you can't, that's okay. Lunge to whatever you can support without pain. You're still working those same muscles. You got this. And time, beautiful. All right, from there, we're gonna move on to our dumbbell swings. For this one, I'm gonna go a little bit heavier. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm holding my dumbbells so that they swing next to my legs. And I'm gonna kind of lean and bend my knees as I go forward, almost into a squat position, and then swing those dumbbells up between head and shoulder height. All right, 1 minute. Here we go. Beautiful. Nice and steady. You don't have to swing those dumbbells super high. You don't want them to go way up over your head. Just, head to shoulder height. And then make sure that you're hinging backwards and keeping a nice flat back. Keeping your knees in line with your feet so they don't collapse inward. Almost there. And time. Excellent. All right. Up next, we have our tricep kickback plus our row. We're going to do this all on one side. I'm going to start with my medium weight. I'm going to put my left foot in front. I'm actually going to switch sides. I'm going to put my right foot in front, and then I'm going to row up with my left arm, kick back, and then down. We're doing just this arm for 1 minute. Here we go. Row up, kick back. Row up, kick back. Trying to keep a nice straight back, focusing just on the shoulder for that squeeze and the tricep for the kickback. Halfway there already. Keep it up, nice and steady. Don't have to be in a rush. If you're using lighter weight and you want to go a little faster, you can. But the heavier weight you use, the slower you need to go to allow your muscles the ability to control the weight. And time. Beautiful. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So put the other foot in front. You can use your elbow to brace. Get that nice flat back. And then same thing, row and kick back on the other side. 1 minute. Here we go. Row and then kick back. Keep breathing. Keep going, slow and steady. Halfway there. Almost done. 15 more seconds. You got this. And time. Beautiful. All right. Next up, we're going to go down to the ground. We're going to do a supported side plank. So that means you're going to be on one hand with one foot on the ground, but you're also going to have your knee down to help support your body weight. Now, depending on where you are, it may be all the way under you up here, or it may be stretched out more like a full side plank. Whatever works for you is fine. You're then going to take one of your lighter weights and you're going to rotate all the way up and then back down to the floor. It doesn't have to actually touch the floor, but you're reaching down towards the floor and then up towards the sky. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Almost halfway there. Keep going, you got this. "20 seconds left. And time. Excellent. Give yourself a moment, and then we're switching to the other side. So again, whatever plank position works best for you, with your knee more out so that you're supporting more of your body weight with your arm, or with your knee more in. Either way, you're isolating those side and arm muscles on the top arm. 1 minute, here we go. Bring it up and then roll it back down. Rotating through the motion. More than halfway there. Ten seconds to go. And time. All right, that is one set down. Grab some water, and then we're gonna come back and start it again. All right, bring it back in. We're gonna go back into that lunge with the crossover raise. Gonna work our legs and our chest at the same time. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Step out for that lunge, come back, cross body raise. Halfway there already. Keep a soft bend in your elbow on that raise. Don't lock it out. Got to protect your joints. Almost there. And time. All right, now on to our dumbbell swings. Your second set is a good time to make any adjustments. So if the first set was a little easier than you expected, maybe go up a little bit in weight. If the first set was really tough, go down in weight, or even put the weight down altogether. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Hinging back at your hips, kind of like a squat. Let the dumbbells go to either side. If you're using a kettlebell, you would swing it between your legs instead and bring your feet out a little wider. I like the dumbbell swings because they let you do it with more of a narrow stance, which works your muscles in your legs a little bit differently and gives you a little bit more of that glute and lower back work as you're standing up. Almost done, you got this. Keep breathing. Finish it out. And time. All right, up next we have the row into the kickback. Again, making the adjustments that you need to. Put your right leg in front. You're gonna have the weight in your left hand. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Row up, kick back. Isolating one arm at a time really lets you focus on the muscles in that one area. Doesn't let you compensate with the other side. Halfway there, 30 seconds to go on this side. You may find that one arm is easier than the other. That's okay, it's perfectly normal. Just means you had a little bit of an imbalance there. 10 seconds to go. And time. All right, switching sides. 1 minute. Here we go. Trying to keep a nice flat back. And if your back won't support leaning all the way over, that's okay. You can come up and still do the same motion with less strain on your back. Or you can even go all the way down to tabletop and take the strain off your lower back altogether and do the row and kick back from the tabletop position. So whatever works for you. It's always okay to modify because every body is different. 15 more seconds. And time. All right, from here, going back down for that modified side plank. In whatever way works for you, knee all the way under you or knee stretched out for more of the full side plank effect. Again, adjusting the weight as needed, making it lighter or heavier, depending on how you did with the first set and how you're feeling. 1 minute. Here we go. Rotating up and then back down. You got it. Nice and steady. Strength building is not a race. You're only competing against yourself. So do it in a way that gets the best work for your body and the weights that you're working with. 10 more seconds. And time. All right, moving to the other side. Take a moment to get yourself situated in whatever manner is best for you. And then you've got 1 minute. Here we go. Almost there. 15 more seconds. It's getting breezy out here. And time. Whew, all right. That is 2 sets down. Grab some more water, and then we are going to do one more time. All right. One more round, starting back with those lunges with the crossover raise. So grab the appropriate weight. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Almost there. About 15 more seconds. And time. All right, up next, dumbbell swings. Again, between sets, it's perfectly okay to adjust weight up or down as needed to make it the best workout for you. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Working on keeping that nice flat back, swinging those Dumbbells up to between shoulder and head height. More than halfway there. Keep going, you got it. And time. Excellent. All right. Moving on to those rows. Starting with your right foot in front, weight in your left hand. 1 minute. Here we go. Row plus kickback. Again, nice flat back if you can. If not, modify the position, higher or lower, all the way down to tabletop. You'll still work your arm muscles just the same. Nice and steady, halfway done on this side. If your muscles are getting fatigued and you need to slow down, that's okay. If you're not, if you're still feeling good, keep going at the same pace, maybe even a little faster. Make it your workout. 5 more seconds. And time. Switching sides. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Last set. You can do it. Halfway done on this side. 30 more seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Almost there. 15 seconds to go. And time. Perfect. All right, last one. That supported side plank with a rotation. So again, find what's going to work best for you. And if it's different this time than it was last time, that's okay. Find what's going to work best for you for this set. 1 minute. Here we go. You got this. Make sure you're still controlling the weight. If your arm's getting tired and you find the weight's flopping about, go down to a lighter weight, or even put the weight all the way down and just do the motions empty hand. You're still working those muscles. Almost there. 10 seconds. And time. Beautiful. Take just a second. Give your arms a moment to recover, and then we're switching to the other side. So again, find the motion or the position that's going to work best for you. Whether that's knee all the way under you or knee stretched out more. Up to you. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Halfway there. Nice and strong, controlling the weight in both directions. And of course, you can always put the weight down on this side too, and just finish it out empty hand. And time. Beautiful. All right, that's all 3 sets. Grab some water, and then we're gonna do our final stretch. All right, bring it back in, and we'll finish off with some good stretching. So feet about hip width apart. Bring those arms up. Big breath in, let it out and fold all the way forward as far as you can. And then just hang for a moment. Let everything kind of sink down. From here, take a moment. If you're wearing glasses, you might want to go ahead and take them off and just nod your head. And then shake it from side to side. And you're gonna come up just a little bit and let your arms swing in small circles in one direction. Try to flatten your back out a little bit. But if it rounds, no big deal. And then let your arms go the other direction, those small circles. Just kind of hanging and swinging freely from the joint, massaging out those shoulder muscles. From there, bend your knees, roll all the way up. You're gonna shrug your shoulders up and around and back, doing them in nice little gentle circles. And then go the other way. From here, you're gonna take one arm and bring it across your body, pull it in. You should feel a nice gentle stretch across the front of your shoulder there. And then you're gonna turn and look over that shoulder. And then if it feels good and you want a little extra stretch through your neck, just tilt your nose down towards that shoulder. Bring your head up and back to center. Go to the other side. Same thing, pull that arm across your body. And then turn and look over that shoulder. And then if it feels good, tilt your nose down towards your shoulder. And then bring your head back up into center. Release. Throw your arms in and out a couple times. And then from here, we're gonna walk our feet out a little bit. Bring those arms up again. And fold forward. From here, you're gonna walk your hand around to one foot. And just kind of reach towards that foot. Maybe bend the opposite knee and push into it a little bit so that you really get a good stretch through your side body and also through the inside of that straightened leg. From there, you're gonna release, walk your hands back to center and then over to the other side. Same thing, pause here for a moment. And then maybe bend that knee just a little bit, stretch even a little deeper into that side body and the inside of that leg. Walk those hands back around to the front, bend those knees, roll back up, And then we're gonna put one foot in front and just peel the toes up and get a nice stretch through the ankle and the back of the calf. And then plant that foot back down, switch sides. Same thing, peel those toes up, lean in just a little bit, get a nice stretch through the back of that calf and the ankle. And then release. And that is it. You are all done. Thanks for joining me today. We'll do another weight training class next week on Tuesday. And we have kickboxing on Wednesday and Saturday. See you soon.